The Greatest Animal Predation Feats Part 11. Uploaded to the Incredible Wild Animal Sighting YouTube channel on the 21st of September 2023. An intense showdown between a male lion and a bull Cape buffalo was filmed as the two contestants duked it out in the middle of a watering hole. The lion had a firm grasp on the bovid's muzzle, causing it to weaken as it was deprived of oxygen. Eventually, the bull collapsed into the waters underneath him, only aiding his predator as he began to drown, perishing in a watery grave.
Jetzt, der hat sich aufgegeben, ne?
The Greatest Animal Predation Feats Part 12. On the 9th of July 2009, a video was uploaded to the Earth Touch YouTube channel that was filmed in the Okavango Delta, Botswana on the Moremi Game Reserve. It followed a hunt led by the two Kakanika male lions. The two brothers stalked a herd of buffalo as they crossed a small floodplain, making them more vulnerable and on high alert. Spooking the herd, as the larger of the two brothers moved in on them, a stampede was caused amongst a group of stragglers still in the process of crossing the floodplain. This is when the film crew repositioned themselves to find the male throttling a large cow, commenting,
With surprising ease, the lion manages to toss the buffalo.
Cape buffalo cows, on the larger end of the spectrum, can weigh between 438 to 576 kilograms. Lions in the Okavango are large even amongst the species, weighing on average 227 kilograms. This means the larger Kakanika male took down an animal over twice his size by himself. The Greatest Animal Predation Feats Part 13. Posted on the Kenya Rising Facebook page on the 23rd of June 2020, captured in the Nairobi National Park, Kenya. A rather famous lion individual displayed going toe-to-toe with a female Cape buffalo. The imagery portrays them as they are in a fierce standoff with each other, and neither seems willing to yield ground to their opponent. The snarling lion in question is named Sirikoi by the rangers of the park. Such a scene is not uncommon to them, as they have stated having seen the male lion take down and kill not only buffalo, but giraffe as well, all on his own. That means that Sirikoi took down animals that dwarfed him by a factor of over 3 to 7 times his own size. Unfortunately, when he was being held in a veterinary cage when he was injured during one of his great hunts, he proceeded to bite the bars of said cage, causing him to dislocate his jaw in an attempt to free himself. He died at the age of 8 years. The Greatest Animal Predation Feats Part 14. Uploaded to the Tommy Knops YouTube channel on the 17th of October 2011 and filmed in the Masai Mara National Reserve. A coalition of 3 male lions is shown in the midst of a hunt. The prey, a Cape buffalo cow, is being throttled by what seems to be the boldest of the 3 youths. This is as, according to the Hunter's Guide to Aging Lions in Eastern and Southern Africa, their scruffy, underdeveloped names and leaner physiques put them between the ages of 3 and 4 years old. Though his brothers made half-hearted attempts to help him bring down the beast, it was his firm clamp around its jugular that finally made it collapse to its knees. The Greatest Animal Predation Feats Part 15. Uploaded to the Getty Images website on the 24th of September 2021, Alex Disaniak captured an incredible scene within the borders of the Kruger National Park in South Africa. It presents a large male lion lounging unconcernedly beside its grand prize, the carcass of a cow Cape buffalo. From the image, it seems as if the moment was documented right after the lion had made its solo hunt, as there does not seem to be any evidence of it feeding. Then again, the lion may have just preferred to relish the idea of feasting upon the bovid's flesh, deciding to recover its strength or allow the meat to spoil slightly before feasting. After all, he had it all to himself, and few creatures would dare approach for even the most insignificant morsel. The Greatest Animal Predation Feats Part 16. Uploaded to the Abdullah Al-Zaidan Instagram account, taken in the Oler Motorogi Conservancy in Kenya, it showcases a fairly popular male lion named Nekundo, standing proudly in a statement of ownership over the Cape buffalo he had slain. Due to the angle of the animal's carcass, it is difficult to properly identify its sex. Nonetheless, it is a huge feat. Nekundo and his brother, Osupat, formed a coalition known as the Fig Tree Boys. They migrated into the Conservancy from the Greater Masai Mara National Reserve, which borders the Conservancy, where they were born into the Fig Tree Pride, ousted by their famous fathers, Kaka and Maridadi. Then they inherited the Nkoyonai and Oldikdik prides from the elderly legends known as Olparpit and Olbernoti. The Greatest Annual Predation Feats Part 17. The following sequence of images, with an unknown source and location, depict the stages of a male lion single-handedly bringing down and killing a cave buffalo. The first capture is of the two combatants tumbling down the steep banks of a dried-up riverbed. The male lion boldly pounces on the bovid's rump as they are both forced down by gravity. The next scene reveals the outcome of the struggle, with the lion holding fast to the buffalo's throat. In the final image, the lion stands over his quarry's now still body in anticipation of the feast to come. The Greatest Annual Predation Feats Part 18. Uploaded to the first Light Safari's website, but since taken down, was an experience communicated by a safari guide known as Fanuel. When he and the tourists he were assigned to came across a male lion with noticeable scarring across the left side of his face, he referred to him as Scarface. He then recounted the lion's reputation for killing crocodiles that exceeded over 12 feet in length. A ferocious encounter was witnessed by a fellow guide, where Scarface and a behemoth of a reptile reared onto their hind legs, possibly as the crocodile was lunging at the cat. The following struggle was violent, resulting in the lion bowling the river monster onto its back and clamping its jaws around its throat in typical feline fashion, which ended the beast's life. Now, considering the average weight of a male lion is 190 kilograms, and compare that with the 12-foot Nile crocodile's 239 kilograms, results in a kill that was 1.3 times the attacker's size. This may not seem like much, but considering the reptile's massive jaws, teeth, armor, bite force, and overall strength, it is not to be scoffed at. The Greatest Annual Predation Feats Part 18. Recorded in the Transactions of the Zoological Society of London, Salmon 1932, describes an incident in which a lion killed a crocodile in Uganda. The killing took place on August 1931, near the town of Butaiba, western Uganda, along the shores of Lake Albert, in the Bulisa district of the Bunyoro sub-region. It was the first recorded case of crocodile predation via lions in the country. Now, the crocodile's length was put at 11 feet 7 inches or 357 centimeters, which, according to the length to weight ratio for the region, puts the crocodile at 156 kilograms. If the lion was a male, it may not have been that impressive of a feat, as he would have outweighed the croc by a factor of 1.2 on average, which in itself is not much. But if it were a lioness, her quarry would have outweighed her by that same factor on average. The Greatest Annual Predation Feats Part 19. Uploaded to the Safari Guide Africa YouTube channel and website are recorded cases of lions predating on crocodiles within the Bumi Hills along the shores of Lake Kariba in Zimbabwe. From the information present, it seems that the killings was due to the decreasing availability of game in the area. Some of the victims were over 13 feet and 6 inches in length, or 415 centimeters, which would put them at over 268 kilograms.